Another goal that I had last week was that I was supposed to finish a checklist of all the potential issues or flaws that might fail our whole product. I completed the checklist. It was quite training to first make the checklist and list things like, can it handle um, use case where it's under direct sun, 30 degrees Celsius? Well, if not, what will happen then? So it should handle that, okay? So if it doesn't, then if I would proceed doing the product without knowing that kind of an issue, that would be a huge issue later in the production. And so this is a mistake of mine where I started to create a product 1.5 years ago without knowing that you should actually make a checklist of all the biggest risks of creating the product. And so this time it seems to be working, that I'm able to become aware of the issues that it has, the limitation that it has, and analyze it more objectively. Will it work or not? If it will not, how can we achieve the goal? Mm, I learned that you have to use a checklist of the product's problems that you have to solve and test before you start to build the product. You have to go through the checklist diligently. It will suck a lot, but it's totally worth it to avoid the pain in the future that I was experiencing out of not making that checklist in the first place. Steps are, whenever you're planning a product for a new platform, new device, whatever it is, create a checklist of all the things that can destroy your concept. So it can be too inefficient laptops of the users. Screen brightness is not enough in outside environment if your product is used outside. All these things you have to list, all the things. And then you have to list what's the thing that you want to have, and then why is it such, and then how will you test it? How will you prove that it's actually like that? For example, outside usage. It's like, yeah, it works outside, that's fine. But how do you measure that? You have to have it very measurable. An example of that would be, and when I go outside and look a screen, I can see it without just making my eyes go like this. It's full, fully bright day, middle of the day, and that time I have to be able to see the screen without. I don't know what is this. It's pinching. That's true. Anyways, that's a specific. It's not specific. It's like, yeah, I can see the screen outside on a sunny day. Not. It's not specific. Okay. Then you have the patience and you have to understand the importance of the checklist and go through it step by step, simply step by step, week by week, day by day. You go through it. If you kind of solve something in there, and then you cannot proceed. You simply cannot proceed. If there's something that you cannot achieve that you need to achieve in order to potentially achieve a product market fit that product, then you should not proceed. So never move forward. And then you have to adjust your method to achieve your goal.